Well, good morning, brothers and sisters. Today is the 26th of August, 2021, and yesterday I finished up on a poem called Safety or Liberty. It's sort of where we're at. Safety or liberty. Benjamin Franklin, I believe, back in the Revolutionary War or pre-Revolutionary War days, said any society which decides it wants, it will trade its safety for liberty, will soon find they have neither safety nor liberty. So with that in mind, I began this poem. No, not necessarily with that in mind, but here we go. That's where it, for me, when I write a poem, about 98% of the time, I'll write the poem based on some thoughts or something I've heard or something I've observed, and then I'll come up with the title after. Very rarely do I have a title that acts as a springboard for the poem itself. And yeah, so the title Safety or Liberty sort of came after I had polished this one up. So I hope you enjoy it. And some sold their souls for safety, but the only safety is 6 feet under. And they cried, "Oh, our freedom died," stunned and weeping with wonder. Some sought the truth, the light, finding new sisters and brothers. Some used their might for right, teaching and learning from others. Around the world, the flags unfurled. Oh no, I screwed it up. Let me start that one again. Around the world, the flags unfurled, truths rang out with steadfast breath, and mankind marched, shouting out, "Give me liberty or give me death." This was done to honor the one and to save our precious children. So many died as evil lied. Now we'll bring justice to those who killed them. Pushback is required as we hold God's line. Tyrants cannot force through and break it or break it. Patience, seekers of truth, it's near. Send out love and light. The little liars just can't take it. Yeah. You actually blind and confuse the little liars when you send out circles of light, circles of love. That's why Jesus said, love your enemy as if he were yourself. Love all people as if they were you, and also as Papa loves us. So, which is boundless. So, it's a tall order, right? It's also very possible, very potential, very much what we are meant to be. Loving children of God. So don't be afraid of what you hear from other people, from the liar's lips on the media, the drama queen media, that they're just trying to put fear. It's the oldest trick in the book. They want to put fear into our hearts, and we must surround them with love and light. And it will befuddle them. They wanted to mesmerize us, but with God's love and light, it friggin' screws them up royally, true royally. So they can't handle it. So why not? You're putting love out there, okay? You're not trying to disturb them, but you are. But if our intention is to spread or share the love and the light, why wouldn't you do that to those who want to cause you harm as well? And if a side benefit for us is that they get tongue-tied, confused, feel defeated, good. If they're evil, if they're trying to destroy our children, this is what I'm talking about. Not just somebody who, if somebody is like gossiping about you, then you just need to call them out and just say, well, deadly sin. You don't want that in your life. Or if they're trying to gossip to you, I will say, oh, well, I won't believe that unless I hear it from that person's mouth. And I just as soon not hear it from anybody else. And if you say to the person that's gossiping, well, geez, I'll just ask them about that the next time I see them. Guess who's not going to gossip to you anymore? Because they don't want to get called out on it. But if you can gently get them to stop gossiping, then you're helping them, maybe more than they know at first, but you can do it as a teaching lesson and help them get back on the right trail. Because what did God tell us? What does Jesus teach us? The broad, easy trail is fraught with destruction and failure. The more narrow, less traveled trail is the way that leads to God. And so it's not as often tread upon, but it is the way. So it is a beautiful day today, and I am just getting ready for a walk. But I wanted to get this recorded and start downloading it to Rumble. I'll put it on YouTube, BitChute, Facebook, and YouTube later. And so sharing it around, hoping you like it. And it's great to be able to do that. This is a gift I've had since I was 10 years old, that I've perfected or crafted. It is an art or a craft. What am I trying to say here? And yes, for a long time, I would only share these nuggets of my soul, which is a poem. I would only share them with just my closest friends, which I have always been able to count on one hand. And then I said, it comes from me, from beyond and above. Why don't I, you know, pass it on as well? A lot of my ideas come, from my guardian spirits, my angels, my Holy Spirit that's inside, which is God, guides me along. I mean, I write them, but sometimes I've read poems that I wrote 10 years ago and I went, whoa, that's one that I was getting some guidance on. So that's fun. And when that happens, and it's been happening quite a bit as I've sort of stayed tuned into um, what God is doing. It's a great awakening. It's on God's timing. It's beautiful. It's astounding. There's love and light. We're meeting family all over the earth, which is, it's when you do it with respect and love, these precious connections with your brothers and sisters. Yes, your mankind family. Um, it's it's for good. It's for well-being, which is incidentally, well-being is what welfare means in the Constitution. It doesn't mean on the dole. It doesn't mean giving out your neighbors money, taking it at the end of a gun and giving it to someone who's not working. That's not what welfare intention initially meant. The intention was well-being. The government is supposed to protect our ability to pursue happiness, our well-being. So don't get that twisted, because the little liar's been twisting the words. We're taking them back because as we grow and become more aware, what we speak, when you realize that it is making your reality and it is drawing the energies to you as well. Look, so when you go out for your walks, when you go out and enjoy the wilderness, go and seek good and beauty. Don't get stuck seeking the rotten, like drama queen media rolls out the dark, the evil, the fallen. Don't do that. You need to lift up. Don't tear down. You need to be what you wish to see. Change for good, change for betterment, change for love and light, expanding and growing. So I'm going to get out, go for a walk. I like to be self-sufficient, and I'm a cook, so uh, um, I'm learning how to make my own vanilla extract. Of course, in northern Maine, you cannot grow vanilla beans. That is a more tropical, semi-tropical plant. But when a little bottle costs $18 or $20, you learn how to make your own, and you can make your own, and it's fascinating. The vanilla bean is so potent that you can make, say, a quart jar of it, and it takes a few months to really mature and become strong. And I don't know why I'm talking about this on this poem, but anyway, one of the things I'm going to do is get vodka, which is what you use for the base for the vanilla extract. And I don't usually have alcohol in the house, generally speaking. Sometimes I have some wine that I will cook with. That's about it. And so I've ordered vanilla beans from Tahiti, And that for 10 vanilla beans is about half the price of a just a average bottle of vanilla extract. Which if I'm going to make a quart of it with those 10 beans, and then as you decant or pour off, maybe like that 3 or 4 ounces that you'd use to cook with, a teaspoon here and a teaspoon there, right? Make your cookies or whatever, brownies or whatever. Hot cocoa. Anyway, you refill that quart with a vodka. Now, this is like it perpetuates itself for a long, long time. I haven't even been able to figure out how long you can keep doing that. People say perpetual. Well, we'll see how long that lasts. But it's so, so you have to get like what, a $13 bottle of some kind of cheap vodka, doesn't matter. And vodka, because it doesn't have much flavor, you want the vanilla beans to be the flavor, right? So that makes sense. Although some people use rum and some people use other things, or whiskey, I think. I wouldn't want that flavor. It would be okay depending what you're making, like for fruitcake or something like that. That might be good. But I use it with chocolate. So I would not want, I don't think I want the whiskey flavor in the chocolate. I really don't. Besides, my Irish gene would be very tempted to drink the extra whiskey were it around. And I just don't want to waste time with that. Or my health. I had enough of that kind of fun in my 20s. And now my stomach can't take it anymore, that stuff. Because it's used to getting good things. So even a little bad stuff can be detrimental. So it's good though. It's where I wanted to be. Balanced, not unbalanced. So not perfect, but striving to walk in Jesus' sandals, in his footsteps. That's what we should be doing if we call ourselves little Christ-like ones. If we wish to be like Jesus says we are, and we need to balance what we say, what we put in our bodies, and what we take action and do. These are all things that Jesus teaches. Definitely, especially with those two, speaking things into reality and taking action to bring it to fruition. So you guys, yeah, so be patient, be persistent. Holding the line means pushing back when the enemy attacks. But you don't have to go out looking for the enemy to attack him. Trust me, they see our lights. They see our lights and they hate us. But sometimes in a fear-filled frenzy, that's going to be showing up in a poem. In a fear-filled frenzy, they will try to attack you when they see that your light is growing so strong, your cup is running over, your light is shining out and affecting and lifting others up. That's what we're supposed to do. That's why we're here. And the more you do of that, the more energy you get, because you're doing what Papa says you are. So it's amazing that it's set up like this. That you and me, you and me, and all of us are the apple of Papa's eye. The creator of the universe says you are his favorite. God bless you and have a great day, and I'll see you.